Inner Fight Endurance Q&A show 31. We are currently in race week for Ironman Dubai 70.3.
Yes, we are.
Last week we were in race week for Dubai Marathon.
Yes, we were.
And how many running bands did you count, mate, out on course?
5.
5. I think that's genuinely, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good to see, and not one single
No problem.
complaint.
No, that's
Not one
just
problem.
our guys. There were more, but just our guys, 5.
So I'm still being asked what's the best band to use. Someone asked me this week, and I was like, you cannot watch the last 20 episodes of the Q&A show, because there's your discount code going along the bottom, nakedrunningman.com. Go and get one, order it, change your running life.
They are brilliant.
What also might change your life is entering a ultra, running ultra.
Well, yes.
Could change your life for the better, you know. And we have Ultra X as a partner of the show, and they also have a discount code which is going along the bottom. So head over to Ultra X website, which is down there. Choose which race you'd like to do. Save a pretty decent chunk of money,
200
GBP, and possibly change your life.
Yeah.
I think I think 2 more entered this week for
Oh,
Sri
wow.
Lanka.
Okay.
Inner Fight Takeover Sri Lanka.
Why not? So, welcome back, guys. If you were racing the 70.3
Yeah.
and you've already raced, I hope you had a good day. If you're watching this before you race, I also hope you have a great day.
Get to bed.
Yes.
Go to sleep.
Get to bed.
Yeah. Right. Questions. We've got 2 this week. One is going to be quite useful for a lot of people, and the second one also useful for a lot of people, but
Yes.
one we're going to pay a bit more attention
Yes.
to
Yes.
and talk a little bit more about our thoughts on it.
Yep.
So let's get going. First question is from @Del Carimo. This guy actually caught me before the marathon and asked me a few questions on pacing, which I thought maybe should have known this a few weeks back.
Have an idea of
there
what
we
you're
go.
doing. Yeah, in a perfect
So
world.
yeah, it was really cool to see him and meet him. But he's come in with a question. I ran last Friday at the marathon. My knees are in pain. What kind of exercises or stretches can I do, mate? Well, I'll take it. Knee pain. Where? Outside, inside, on the kneecap, behind it. Would need to know a little bit more about where the actual acute pain is. But if I was to throw a few things in the hat of good stretches to do, quads, so always couch stretch, just the normal standing, pull your foot up to your bum, nice simple quad stretch. If you're really tight in the hip flexor, that will get that as well. Couch stretch will do it all though. A lot of people can get tight calves, which actually refers pain back through the knee.
Yep.
You tend to work in opposites with the knee, so if it's say medial pain, which is on the inside of the knee, check is your IT band tight, is your hamstrings tight on the outside of your leg, is your outside of your calves tight. Like, I'd essentially think the knee pain is probably coming from one of the muscles is tight that is attached to the knee. So just stretch everything, mate.
Yeah. We did a little bit on IT band stuff last week,
Yeah, it was last week.
and that might be worth looking at as well.
Yeah. Good. Hopefully that helps, mate.
Yep.
In terms of exercises, do something light, non-impactful.
Yeah.
Cycling is very good.
Yeah.
But if it hurts your knee, obviously stop. But if you can get away with it, then just get a bit more blood flow
It's
down
just
there.
good to move. Even swimming is also good.
Yeah, you've got to use the joint for it to self-lubricate
Yeah.
itself, and that normally takes a bit of the pain away. A lot of people after a marathon go and eat rubbish, get inflamed. You're already inflamed, you've just run a marathon.
Yeah.
Then you eat a load of rubbish, and then you increase that inflammation, and then you sit around and do absolutely nothing for the next 2-3 days.
Yeah. Disaster.
Disaster.
But just talking about pacing, have you got a minute to run through your marathon or no?
I'm not run through it again, no. But yeah, I've got a minute to talk about it. Just wouldn't want to run it again.
No, I mean obviously not. But I think when you mentioned the word pacing, and I think obviously you had a good run last week, and as we said, that wasn't an accident. And I think
Yeah.
you got to go into these things with a plan and know what you're running for how long. And if you don't have that, it's always going to be difficult.
Yes, mate. This race taught me a lot, actually, which I already knew, but it really hit home.
Actually, like executing.
Executing's one thing. It's completely different to just knowing.
Yeah.
And I just wrote my thoughts up together. We put it out yesterday, Lessons from the Marathon, which hopefully is worth a read. A few people have said that it is, so that's good.
Okay. No, it's great.
Yeah.
Worth a look. Okay,
Right.
good.
Next question. We have to remember this person would like to stay anonymous.
Yep.
So that's absolutely fine.
Yep.
But it's a very good question. I think a lot of people will have this on their mind. We're coming towards the end of a race season.
Yep.
The question is, how do we not lose motivation? Mate, I'll put this to you. You did South Africa World Champs.
Yep.
You had a stress fracture in your foot.
Yep.
You came out the other side of it, and you were really limited, basically, on what you could do.
Yeah.
Tell
So,
us.
okay. So usually a lack of motivation will come from one of sort of two places. One is that maybe you've had a bad race, and you're just, you trained so hard and you had a bad race and you don't understand why. So that could be one. And I think in this particular case, it's more to do with there is a sort of a fairly long-standing injury which doesn't really seem to be getting much better. And that's also fairly common in triathlon. And I guess the cool thing is that you've got 3 sports to aim at. So, if you can't run, then what I would say look at is, well, okay, I can't run, so that gives me then an opportunity to work really hard on whatever would be my sort of perceived weakness out of the other 2 sports. So, for me, I'm a reasonably strong swimmer, maybe not such a good biker, so what I can do is to put together a massive bike block and really focus on that for a little while until I can get back running again. And I think it's having sort of micro goals rather than just looking ahead to September, October, which is such a long way away, and thinking, when am I going to be running again? And it's like, okay, fine, well, if my FTP is this now, I've got an opportunity to get it from here to here, and I've got no running to sort of make my legs sore and all the rest of it. So let's smash a bike block and see how we go with it. And that would be the same. If it's a shoulder injury, you might focus on running, or you might focus on swimming if you're not such a great swimmer. I think just to sort of reassess, understand what's the reason why you're doing the sport in the first place. What are the longer term objectives, and then what can we do this week, this month, this quarter, to make me a better athlete for when I can get back to running. So that might also include strength and conditioning. You can do sort of prehab. You could work on strengthening your posterior chain, so sort of glutes, hamstrings, lower back, all of these things that absolutely will help with running, when you get running again.
When you are back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My thought is to break it down even smaller. So Marcus is very good at this and talking to people about this, but it's like, what can you do right now? Like, can you motivate yourself for the next hour to just do something that is going to help you the next day? And so, like, there's so many bits that go into triathlon. Like, food is one. Like I say, strength and conditioning for when you are back running healthy. When you're on the bike and you can't ride the bike, can you clean the bike better and make it faster? Can you go out and get new things to help you when you get back in the pool? Like, there's lots of different areas and ways you can attack it. Body composition. People say, I'm injured and I get out of shape, blah, blah, blah. Well, set yourself body comp goals then. But I think the number one thing to motivation is goals. If you haven't got those goals, then what are you working towards? So, and they've got to be goals that motivate you. It's not what anyone else wants you to do. It's not what you think you should do. It should be a goal that you really want to do, and everyone can make those up. And personally, I think it should scare you a little bit.
Yeah.
It should push you out of that comfort zone and make you think, you know what, if I don't do this today, I'm not going to achieve that goal, and I don't want to not achieve it.
Yeah.
So I'm absolutely motivated to go and do this.
Now, I actually had a conversation with this person earlier in the week, and we actually set a fairly massive goal for a race that's coming up fairly soon. So I hope that's excited you a little bit. And, we'll talk again next Monday and the Monday after and the Monday after, and any times that's necessary in between. And that's it. So
yeah, awesome.
I hope that helps.
Brilliant. Good. We would love more questions to come in, guys. We get a few decent ones every week, but we'd like to step it up again.
Yep.
Get back to the answering 4 or 5 a week, which is really good. A few quick fire ones. We pick out these ones because we think that we can give a lot more back to you with them. But having said that, some people prefer the short, sharper answers. That's the feedback we've been getting. So send them in and you will get them.
Or a bit of controversy. I've not had a rant in ages, so please, anything like that also works.
Good. Right. We hope everyone had a fantastic day at Ironman Dubai 70.3, and there's some good races coming up, so we'll see you around.
Thanks for watching.